Riddle of the Sphinx was released on the Atari 2600 by Imagic in 1982. You play as the Pharaoh's son, who is on a mission to lift the curse that has been placed on his dad. If he were a complete asshole, he would just let the curse overtake his father and he would take over Egypt. But you're the good guy here, so you're gonna risk it for the biscuit and traverse through the desert with the goal of reaching the Temple of Ra with the necessary treasures to solve the riddle of the Sphinx and put the curse to bed. As you wander the desert, you'll encounter thieves that throw rocks at you and steal your goods when they make contact with you, scorpions, and the evil god Anubis that depletes your health, which is referred to as your wound level in this game. You'll also deal with merchants who either give or take items away from you, and the goddess Isis that cures you of all ailments upon contact. You can fire rocks at the thieves. They won't work on Anubis. You'll just have to avoid him entirely. But depending on your wound and thirst levels, you may not be able to throw rocks very far. That's right, you have a thirst meter, which may make this the only game in existence with this feature. Your thirst meter decreases over time, which slows you down. To quench your thirst, you have to reach an oasis, which periodically shows up here and there. Your wound level will gradually heal over time, so long as you're not absorbing damage. By toggling the black and white and difficulty switches to specific combinations, will navigate you to different statuses, where you can see your strength, wound, and thirst levels, as well as how much time has elapsed. The merchants you encounter may or may not be complete douchebags that steal an item from you, or they'll just simply hand an item over to you. It's really a crapshoot on whether you lose or gain an item. The items you will carry can protect you, like the shield, or quench your thirst, like the jug. To use items like the jug, you have to use the second joystick. Navigating around these menus with the switches or the second joystick is a little bit awkward, but considering the Atari 2600's limited capabilities, this was a pretty functional way to go about it. The objects out on the sand, like the palm trees and the camels, spice things up graphically, but they aren't just decoration. They block the rocks that are thrown from either direction. So use these to your advantage, especially if you're being evasive and can't throw rocks very far. You'll reach temples or monuments of some kind that will barricade you unless you offer the correct treasure. Failing to offer the correct treasure will drain some of your strength. So what offerings are the correct ones? The manual offers some clues in riddle form, hence Riddle of the Sphinx. Solve this shit and you might just be able to save your father from the dreaded curse. So yeah, it's a pretty involved game for a 2600 title, but at the same time, the core gameplay is pretty straightforward. You try to get from point A to point B, throw rocks at shit, pick up shit, and use that shit. Riddle of the Sphinx is a unique game for the 2600. It's not a self-explanatory pick-up-and-play type of a game, but it's not super complex either. It's also pretty cool that this is one of those 2600 games that you can actually beat, as opposed to the arcade-style play-till-you-die types.